Euroleague title under his tenure, adding the second last season. Well, some of the stats that really jump out are just how good Panathinaikos are offensively. Number 2 in scoring. CSKA, the number 1 rebounding team and the number 1 3-point shooting team in the competition, and very, very strong defensively. Panathinaikos a little bit leaky. They concede around 84 points per game. Well, Dimitris Itoudis knows his team's in some form, but knows this is going to be a challenge, because although Panathinaikos have lost 3 of their last 4, they've been at very, very high level indeed. The two teams' coaches have met a couple of times before. Rick Pitino hoping to make it 3 out of 3 against his rival tonight. Well, if you continue to get a lot of production out of Jimmer Fredette, that will be a huge bonus for them as well. He's averaging close to 2.5 points per game more under Pitino than he managed under Argyris Pedoulakis. And the interim coach, George Vavoris, who did guide Panathinaikos to a couple of wins after Pedoulakis was let go after the double overtime defeat against Alba Berlin. And this will be Pitino's 7th game at the helm. Our officiating crew are getting ready. Boris Grizik is the crew chief.
We've got to make them shoot a low percentage from the three-point line.
The starters then: Fredette, Kalathis in the backcourt, Ioannis Papapetrou, Mitolu and Papagiannis are the starters for Pana. Here's the CSKA starting lineup. It is, of course, Mike James and the on-fire Daniel Hackett, the very, very hot right now Johannes Voigtman, Nikita Kurbanov, who starts every game, and Kyle Hines. The starting quintet sent out by Dimitris Itoudis. Well, they've got a win here in the last round. Can they make it 2 out of 2 before returning home to the Megasport Arena? One Sleeping Beauty on ice has packed up its skates. So in a few moments we'll have the pre-game anthem, the handshake, and then we'll be ready for the tip. Well, before the tip-off, of course, there will be a moment of silence in memory of the legendary former NBA Commissioner David Stern, a man who left his stamp on this game right around the world.
Дорогие друзья, на этой неделе, к сожалению, мы прощаемся с 2 великолепными деятелями баскетбольного мира. Давайте вспомним комиссионера НБА, легендарного Дэвида Стерна, и ветерана ПБК ЦСКА, 3-кратного чемпиона СССР Николая Дьяченко. Почтим их память минутой молчания. Спасибо.
So already then, a clash of 2 powerhouses here. And Nick Kalathis celebrating his 200th Euroleague game. We are underway. No, we're not. A whistle from the tip. Milestone moment for a man who's had many milestones over the course of his career. Nick Kalathis will tell you he's only just getting started. this game will be getting started now with Nikita Kurbanov with the inbound. Here's Hackett, the man who couldn't miss on this court in the last round. Hines. Here's James. You heard Rick Pitino saying we've got to corral James. Make him take low percentage shots. Here's a corner three and a buzzer beater. They are both such good three-point shooters, these two teams. Expect to see a lot more of those. The tone set right off the bat by Nikita Kurbanov. Papapetru to Kalathis. Lovely pass. Fredette sends it on its way. Mitolu recycled that beautifully. Papapetru back to Kalathis. Kalathis finds a little crease. Just pops in between two defenders. Glided through effortlessly to put Pana on the board. Here's Hackett. He'll send it out. Hines from range. Well, he has nailed a triple this season, but you don't usually expect to see Karl Hines shooting from deep. Hackett. He'll go for it. Oh! Put so much air under that. What a perfect trajectory that was. And CSKA Moscow, the team that leads the Euroleague in three-point shooting, goes 2 for 2 right off the bat. Kalathis. Papagiannis, a little bit out of his range. One of those dominant players, the closer to the rim he can get. Here's James, back to Hackett. They've tried to pinch it off James. Fredette was there wanting a piece of that, but James has kept it. There's the fadeaway, but no, that's never going to beat the backboard. And it falls nicely for Papagiannis, who will immediately look for the familiar figure of Nick Kalathis. Not only the most steals, but also the most minutes in the competition. Oh, Papagiannis denied. Fredette is not going to be denied, though, is he? Well, Jimmer Fredette in such good form, really blossoming and developing under Rick Pitino. And his tutorship, he puts the first triple up for Pana. I've seen 3 three-pointers already in the first 2.5 minutes. Dinos Mitolu collected that one. Here goes Fredette, trying to get past Hackett. And will draw the foul.
Номер 23, Дэниел Хэггет, первый фол, first foul.
Well, this is what Hackett did earlier. Well, a good three-point shooter in his own right. And earlier, to get the party started, Nikita Kurbanov. That's that wonderful movement. Another head-to-head record, and they've played so many times before. Edged by CSKA. And the 2 championship games were won by Pana.
Друзья, ну пока смотрим повтор, я вам хочу сказать, что баскетбольная академия ЦСКА в январе 2020 года откроет свой первый баскетбольный центр. Расскажу чуть позже, более подробно. А прямо сейчас давайте дадим максимально много шума.
So Fredette up to the line. The worst possible opponent you want to send to the line from the CSKA perspective. He is shooting 95% from the stripe this season. They can make as much noise as they want. They're probably not going to get into his head. Fredette can tune out the noise. Now here's James. Hines. Hackett draws a crowd. That opens up the opportunity. And the big fella couldn't bring that down. Not going to ask a lot of three-point shooting from Johannes Voigtman. Fredette. Papagiannis looking to run some interference, and he'll have to do the stop and pop. That works. Fredette in such good form, starting fast here as well. James looks to try and thread it inside. It was over-ambitious, never got through to Hines. Fredette As they transition out, that's a beautiful pass. Dinos Mitolu banks one in. Good little spell this for Pana. CSKA hit the couple of early triples. They've not hit anything since at all. The last 4 shots at the bucket have come up empty. Surely they won't keep James quiet for too long. James will draw the foul. You won't be surprised to know that Mike James has drawn more fouls than any other player in the league. Jimmer Fredette, the guilty man there, but he was not guilty there. There was he? That was absolute beautiful poise. Just hung in the air, set himself balanced. Look at that. Perfect execution from Fredette. The foul will send James up to the stripe. And Mike James opens his account for the evening. Calathes getting away from Hackett, tried to thread it inside, but Dinos Mitolu couldn't extend the arms long enough. Huge round of applause went up around Kaliningrad. The no-look pass we've seen come off so often for Calathes. Didn't work that time as Deshaun Thomas checks in. With Mitolu taking a break. Kurbanov to James. That's a lovely pass. What a pass and what a flush from Kyle Hines. Absolutely outrageous pass, set that up. A real thing of beauty, and the flush from Hines. Here's Deshaun Thomas looking for the corner 3. Nothing doing. Kurbanov collects that, gives it to James. They look for no, he won't. He'll send that out to Hackett. Terrific passing. Do they get any end product? No, they don't. Recycled though by Hines. Hackett manages brilliantly to keep it alive. Vockman over to Kurbanov. Hackett hurries back. James for an outrageous triple. Oh my goodness me. What a story that would have been. That would have been one of the great baskets of the season had that dropped in. Earlier, that wonderful pass from James set up Hines. But the movement and the passing on that last possession, Panathinaikos will be very happy that CSKA couldn't put any points on the board at the end of it. Now, here's Calathes. Midway point of this first quarter, Thomas sends it back to Calathes. Jacob Wiley is in as well for Pana. Losing out there, James, but Mitolu picked that up really quickly, and Calathes went for an ambitious one. Nothing doing. James picks that up. And they look to transition out here. James sends it in, and Kyle Hines says thank you very much. They're loving it in Kaliningrad. 2 for 2 on the James to Hines connection. Now here, Ioannis Papapetrou. Really ambitious pass. Dinos Mitolu collected it, sent it over to Wiley, and Wiley said, I'll take it. Hannah's lead restored. James. Foul there, that may well be called against the one-time Gran Canaria man. Wiley. Well, it's been a very, very interesting start to this one. Timeout. Valencia-Alba, the last game of the round. Valencia starting to emerge as a serious dark horse for a playoff spot. When you consider how they started the campaign, once they found their feet, they have been firing on all cylinders.
Группа поддержки баскетбольного клуба ЦСКА Москва. Давайте еще громче, девчонки.
Such a powerhouse now the last decade. CSKA, perennial Final Four contenders. There are some that say such are the standards, so high that there's almost disappointment that they've only picked up a couple of titles since 2008. They've certainly been in contention many times, and they'll almost certainly be a Final Four team again. Here's Vochtman, quiet so far. James. Trying to thread that over to Hines. Hines has drawn a crowd and has somehow managed to bank it in, surrounded by 4 white vests. Terrific efficiency as ever from Kyle Hines. Meanwhile, we've got a whistle. Kalafis directing traffic, gets it back from Wiley. Another no-look pass. Dinos Mitolu. Well, that was ambitious as well. Vochtman said, I'll have that. And immediately looked round to say, where's number 5? Here is number 5. Pulling all the strings. Hines. And he's back to the bucket. Stebanov feeds Hackett from the corner, and Hackett knocks down another one. 2 for 2 from the one-time Milan man, Daniel Hackett, carrying on from where he left off in the last round on this court. The arena might be unfamiliar, but the wood itself, the posts, everything transferred from Moscow to make CSKA feel at home, and they certainly felt at home on that defensive play as well. Deshaun Thomas denied.
Panathinaikos. На площадку выходит номер 5 Тайрис Райс.
Oh, Hackett. Lovely pass from Kurbanov. So he goes 2 for 2 from downtown. Hackett's lurking in the corner again here, isn't he? James had that just come off his foot. Lost the handle. Tyrese Rice checks in. Feeds Papa Petru, but it'll have to go back to Rice. Rice who picked up a 41-point game in round 12 against Olympiacos, but in the last 4 games has managed just 24 points. So he'll think he's due for another breakout. Papa Petru. Nice. Here's James. Here's Hackett. Hackett will send it back. Vochtman gives it to Hines. Hackett will take this inside, gets past Mitolu and takes the layup. Mitolu taking that from Rice. Wiley. Thomas. Lovely low bounce pass inside. Dinos, as he's known to his friends. Mitolu draws the foul from Daniel Hackett, who picks up a second one. Well, that's the one blemish on Hackett's effort so far. A couple of three-pointers. This lovely layup. But a couple of fouls in there as well, so he'll sit down for a while. CSKA then with a 4-point lead late in the first. Dinos Mitolu with the inbound to Tyrese Rice. One-time Kimchi man. Rice under pressure from James. Is there a put back there for Mitolu? No, there isn't, but Rice will collect it. No, he won't. That's really good hustle from Kyle Hines at the bottom of that pile. Wouldn't give it up. Well, they are strong on both ends, aren't they? CSKA, everybody knows it.
Substitution
There
Panathinaikos
is
на площадке номер 6.
some of the fight, some of the protecting their own rim. Yeah, coming up with the ball. Hines wouldn't give it up.
Еще замена в составе Panathinaikos на площадке номер 32.
Fredette will come back in for Papa Petru.
Друзья, пока все вместе, давайте! CSKA! CSKA!
Botman with the outlet pass to James, and it's knocked down. Papagiannis got back there and did enough to put Mike James off.
Друзья, давайте поаплодируем Майку, это было круто!
Well, this had highlight reel written all over it, didn't it? Lovely pass. And then just enough from Papagiannis. Really important defensive play there from Pana. Rice. Thomas working low post. Nothing doing. No offensive rebound for Papagiannis either. One of the poorer teams in terms of offensive rebounding, Pana. And it's going to be tough to improve that stat against a team like CSKA, which protects its own rim so efficiently. Thomas with the inbound. Oh, a whistle there. You saw how Patino reacted to that. Exactly how that one went.
Первый фол, first foul. Последняя минута первой четверти. Last minute first quarter.
CSKA back in business. Ron Baker involved. Well, now, hold on. That would have been outrageous from Hilliard. It could be outrageous from James, and it is. Oh, my goodness. There's just no stopping him at the moment. Mike James, the leading point scorer in the competition, just drains an outrageous triple from way back. Papagiannis to Mitolu. Couple of the real big bodies on there for Pana, combining to good effect. They're going to hold on here at the dying seconds of this first quarter. A quarter that's seen CSKA knock down 4 triples. James will drain the clock, and then we'll look to drain another triple. No, that won't work. And that'll do it. It's a 5-point lead at the end of one in favor of CSKA. We expected this one to be high scoring. The early omens are very encouraging that this could be a bit of a shootout. 22-17 at the end of one. Well, let's have a look at some of the big moments from that first 10 minutes. Plenty for CSKA. Nikita Kurbanov setting the tone right off the get-go. Kalathis relatively quiet. That's his only bucket. Hackett has knocked down 2 triples. Fredette has got involved early, picked up 7 points. James with a beauty of a pass to Karl Hines, who's been operating very efficiently as per usual. There he goes again with the flush off the feed from James. Lovely no-look pass from Kurbanov to free up Hackett. Hackett will drop those corner threes with consistency given that time and space. Now look at the numbers then. Well, it's the 3-point shooting that needs to be up to touch for Pana, just to try and keep in contact. 10-9 rebounding. Pana won't be too unhappy about that because CSKA are a very, very strong rebounding team. A couple of steals for Pana as well. But statistically, not much to choose between them. A 5-point lead has opened up. See how Pana can respond.
Все по-честному. Итак, номер 742. И ваши цифры мобильного телефона.
Well, Mike James has been up to his usual tricks already. A couple of assists and a big triple from him. James, over the last 3 games, has been virtually unplayable, averaging close to 25 points, 6 assists and 5 rebounds in that spell. Picked up a couple of rebounds here already as well. His team are leading the way with the 3-point shooting, but so many of the guys on this court are big 3-point threats. Papagiannis, that's been knocked down. Read all the way by Darren Hilliard, who will give it back to James. Hilliard gets it again. Push off.
Номер 32, Darren Hilliard, первый фол, first foul.
So a bit of respite for Panathinaikos off the offensive foul call. Here's Rice. Oh, hung that one up there. There is a whistle as Hines looked to swat that one away.
Mike James, первый фол, first foul.
James will be assessed.
Ну и что, включаем нашу самую непроходимую оборону.
Well, all the talk about the 3-point shooters. Here's a guy who can always drop them in from range. And has been pretty consistent from the stripe, as you can see, make that 20 in a row. The streak stretches to 21. Pana from the stripe, reduce the deficit to 3. Rice absolutely solid. Andrei Vorontsevich will check in. Who's been part of this setup for 15 seasons and 3 Euroleague titles. Ron Baker was happy to let that go out, thinking that it was his possession. And he was wrong. Here's Rice. Send it over. Matolu, yeah. Took a bit of everything, but it dropped for the big fella. Just like that, Panathinaikos are right back in touch here. It was all a bit messy as Strelnieks tangled up with Papagiannis and Rice. This is a real good change of pace for CSKA. Jonas Strelnieks, very good 3-point shooter in his own right, and automatic from the stripe as well. Now here's Vorontsevich. He'll send it back out to Hines, probably out of his range, so he'll try and work it inside. And Darren Hilliard, oh no, got the shot away. Did beat the buzzer, but didn't find any nylon. Fredette runs into a corner, gets out of that corner nicely, and Dinos Mitolu will bank it in with the assist from Deshaun Thomas. And just like that, Pana have turned a 5-point deficit into a 1-point lead. And that's enough for Dimitris Itoudis to say, let's just reset here. CSKA not got going at all. Second quarter. Well, Daniel Hackett has really become a big part of the offense for CSKA. The 28 points in the last round really just had been coming for some time. Here, he's shown he's happy to just carry on where he left off, converting 3 out of his 4 field goal attempts for 8 quick points. Picked himself up a rebound as well, but a couple of fouls means he's had to get a bit of time riding the pine. Certainly won't be the last we've seen of Daniel Hackett, though. They are loving their Turkish Airlines Euroleague experience in Kaliningrad. Will CSKA make it 2 out of 2? Well, first of all, they've got to get back to scoring. And Mike James is sat down, so Yanis Strelnieks comes in and says, OK, I'll take over. Rice. Fredette. Mitolu. Rice made a little move, tracked closely by Baker. And we'll hang on up there. Nothing will happen. Hilliard on the fast break. Fredette was there, couldn't stop him. Nice little move inside. Terrific execution by Darren Hilliard. That's how you execute the fast break. And CSKA responding well to that timeout. Terrific hustle from Borotsevic. And then Strelnieks coming in and saying, OK, we need a recharge, let's go. Kufas coming in, dual national, US-Greek passport holder. Very much going against the Greeks today, though, for CSKA. Here's Kalathis. Sends that one as easy as you like to Big Georgios Papagiannis. His 2-point conversion percentage for the season is hovering just under 70%. And there's been much more involved on the boards since Patino arrived. Now, there's a miss from Kufas. Kalathis. Is that knocked away by Baker? Oh, Baker played that perfectly. Not much you could do about that, though. Papapetru to Kalathis, who knocks that one down. Made it look so easy. An easy as you like triple from the wing there from Nick Kalathis. Papapetru picks up the assist. Strelnieks, the Latvian. Vorotsevic to Hilliard. Vorotsevic will get it back. And that's beautifully set up for Yanis Strelnieks to knock down a triple. He's another one of these 40% plus 3-point shooters. They're all over the place on this court. Strelnieks, another one. Kalathis with the bounce pass. Papapetru taking care of the business end of things. Really good, close, tight game, this. Here's Strelnieks. Here's James. Here's Vorotsevic. Out to Strelnieks. And then the foul. Well, that's the earlier one. Terrific execution. Now, speaking of execution, what can Pana do here? Low post, Papapetru sends it out. Fredette hangs it up there and just rattles the front of the rim, and Mitolu looked to collect it and drew the foul. Good hustle there from Dinos Mitolu. One-time Wake Forest man.
ЦСКА. На площадке появляется номер 41 Никита Курбанов. У команды Panathinaikos в игру вступает номер 25 Райан Браун.
Ну что, дадим шума!
So let's see what Mitolu can do from the strike. The general rule of thumb is the bigger they are, the more they struggle. Nothing wrong with that one from Dinos Mitolu. But always tough for those big fellas to go 2 for 2. Here's James to Strelnieks. Strelnieks back out to James. Both of them operating together in the backcourt, and there's going to be a call there just to add to Pana's misery. James is hitting everything, and also draw the foul from Ryan Brown. And that's frustrating for Ryan Brown. He's barely had a chance to show what he can do, the one-time University of Miami man. He's played very sparingly in no more than 6 or 7 games all season. Comes on court, the first thing he does is foul James. Lathis. Thomas, pretty quiet so far to Sean Thomas. Lathis hasn't really been able to get going either. Brown sends it down to Thomas, who looks to try and spin and does, and that might well be a call against Andrei Vorontsevich.
Мяч засчитан. Номер 20 Андрей Воронцевич. Первый фол. First foul.
Yeah, it is. So that'll send Thomas up to the stripe. Yeah, just like that, Panathinaikos just edge back in front, courtesy of Deshaun Thomas. With the and one. Strelnieks just working his way through, and a lovely, lovely finish. Just look at this. The execution on that. Just glided through there. A bit of finger roll off the back end. Nice as you like from Strelnieks. Nice as you like from Deshaun Thomas as well. A beauty of a triple. These two combining for 8 triples already in this first half. Pana leading the battle 5-3. Strelnieks sends it back for Vorontsevich, who send it further back to James. Lovely pass out. Strelnieks. No, nothing doing. Had to. Oh, look at the hustle there from Strelnieks. And which way is that going to go? Well, even if they don't keep possession, the hustle, the never say die attitude of Yanis Strelnieks, warmly appreciated in Kaliningrad. That looked like it was all over. It looked like Georgios Papagiannis had got it. Strelnieks said, "No, I'm not giving that up."
У команды Panathinaikos в игру возвращается номер 32 Джиммер Фридет.
Kufos checks back out. And the miss from Vorontsevich. He'll get a second bite at it. Still it won't work. And now Lathis can bring it away, so they get no end product. Vorontsevich will bring this one away. Terrific defense. Hayaliou. Oh. James to Kurbanov. It didn't quite come off. That would have been another highlight reel play right there. Terrific in transition, but a rare errant pass from Mike James. Asking too much of Kurbanov there. Mitolu. This is solid from Pana. It really is. Timeout has been taken. Absolutely dazzling stuff from Calathes as per usual. His 4th assist of the night. Dinos Mitolu saying, I'll take those all night long. Takes Mitolu into double figures. The first player to achieve that in this game. Definitely not the last, but what a second quarter it's been for Pana. They started out fast. There was a rally off the timeout for CSKA, but they're letting it slip away again.
This is going to be a quick under. And then be ready. We might switch also with this lineup. 33, I want to say. And when it's Thomas on the post over there, first of all, you deny. Second, when he's here, we crowd more and come out.
Группа поддержки баскетбольного клуба ЦСКА Москва. Ну и, друзья, давайте, как репетировали, нижние и верхние ярусы.
Well, Nick Calathes is going to be the engine room for Panathinaikos. He is every game. Don't expect anything different here. Calathes had that extraordinary record last year, and will look to add to his pile of assists. Whether he'll ever catch Spanoulis, who's still going strong, remains to be seen. Now here's Nikita Kurbanov. Nothing doing. Johannes Vochtman couldn't pick it up either because Jimmer Fredette was there to collect. Fredette looking to try and get away from Strelnieks. He's ran himself into a bit of trouble there, but he got helped out by Dinos Mitolu picking up the loose change again. Well, such a bonus to have a big body like Mitolu, and of course Papagiannis, a couple of real skyscrapers back there for Panathinaikos. Strelnieks sends it out. Kurbanov will have another go, this time from the wing, and it's nothing but nylon for Nikita Kurbanov this time. Mark that down as his second triple of the day. Calathes goes low. Deshaun Thomas runs into trouble. Kurbanov collects, feeds James. Back comes CSKA in transition. Vochtman from the edge. Oh, big Johannes Vochtman says, don't forget me when it comes to three-point shooting.
Timeout, Panathinaikos.
Now, suddenly, Panathinaikos are under pressure. Well, this is news. Johannes Vochtman doesn't take many three-point attempts. Great hustle defensively there. And then, mark this one down. Johannes Vochtman knocking down a triple. Well, if Kyle Hines can get him, anybody can get him. That's a good response from the home side.
With a great screen. Watch pressure here. Now we just had a big sideline down. Sideline down. We just had a big lead, and you gave them two wide opens and be lazy on that. Watch pressure. Watch pressure in the backcourt. Let's go.
So there's the numbers then, so far. Look at that three-point shooting from CSKA. Absolutely terrific. And if you can get them from the likes of Vochtman, it's not a bad three-point shooter normally, but that's a real bonus if you can start getting guys like that to chip in alongside James and Kurbanov, Strelnieks, Darren Hilliard. Kostas Mitolu, not a guy that's going to give you an awful lot of three-pointers. What he will do is create havoc under the rim at both ends. Calathes, bracketed, has to send it back out to Papapetru. Gets it back, looks to see what's going to open up in front of him, and there's a big little nudge there from Deshaun Thomas. He's just trying to explain what he was trying to do, I think, to the officiating crew. But Yanis Strelnieks certainly felt that.
Panathinaikos во второй четверти набирает 4 команды фола. Full team
Here's
fouls
James.
in the second quarter.
Lovely passing. Strelnieks from the point. Galathis bringing it away. That'll be a foul. Called on that man right there. The man who's just missed the three-point effort. And he'll be disappointed with that one as well. The setup and execution was perfect, but Janis Strelnieks has caught too much of the rim. Well, now that is a surprise. Galathis comes up empty from the line. I don't think he can believe it either. That's a real bonus for CSKA. Here's Strelnieks. That foul of his didn't matter, but Bolomboy couldn't catch that one. So a chance for the fast break. What about that for a pass? Papapetru sends it back to Sean Thomas, knocks it down for three. Brilliant, brilliant from Panathinaikos. So effective in transition there. Now, what can Bolomboy do here, low post? Got to deal with Dinos Mitolu. And he draws an even bigger crowd, and the putback is good from Vokman.
Номер 13 Янис Strelnieks, третий фол, third foul.
A real good hustle here from the German.
Замена в составе Panathinaikos, substitution Panathinaikos. На площадке номер 6 Георгий.
Sean Thomas out for Papagiannis.
У команды ЦСКА в игру
So
возвращается
Papagiannis
номер
and
20,
Mitolu out there
Daniel Hackett.
for Pana. They've got the big bodies out. Strelnieks has to check out after picking up his third foul. And Fredette, the man who rarely misses, can probably do this with his eyes closed. That right there was a clinic on how to shoot from the stripe from Jimmer Fredette. Hackett. Kurbanov to James. Vokman's lurking. He'll send it back to Hackett. Hackett checks inside, then rather lost his way. Fredette was there to pick his pocket. Papapetru will look to take this all the way. Can't do it. Really important hustle, but then the turnover sent it straight back. Papapetru will get another bite at it. They can't keep possession, so Bolomboy got away with one there for CSKA. Meanwhile, the crowd's getting agitated, which will usually tell you that something hasn't gone the way they wanted it.
Замена в составе ЦСКА. На площадку выходит номер 32 Дэрон Хиллер. Замена в составе Panathinaikos. В игру возвращается номер 0 Шон Томас.
Inside the last minute of this first half. Kurbanov to James. 5-point Pana lead here. James sends it outside. Bolomboy with a corner three. Target practice stuff this for CSKA. Terrific execution. Bolomboy all on his own. He too showing what he can do from range. 6 different CSKA players have nailed a three-pointer tonight already. Mitolu looking to spin away from Hilliard, and does. That's going to be the last act of a really good, entertaining first half. We thought it'd be good. We thought there'd be plenty of offense. Hannah really exploded offensively in that second quarter. Enough to take a 4-point lead into the locker room
Друзья, ну
at
что,
Kaliningrad.
хотите увидеть, как сейчас человек
Having been
выиграет
trailing by
1
5
миллион рублей?
at the end of 1. That's impressive. And that stuff under the rim. And that's where tight games get won and lost. If you can put up numbers like that, then you're going to give your team, especially on the road, every chance of coming out of a very, very difficult gym with the victory. Now let's see how CSKA respond in this third quarter. What adjustments can Dimitris Itoudis and his coaching staff make to just tighten things up. Pana get the second half underway then. Kalaitis taking it from Mitolu. Here goes Kalaitis. Has to look around and send it back to Papapetru. Nothing else really available. Papagiannis looking to attempt the pick and roll, and now they managed to thread it through to him. Mitolu's out there as well. That's ambitious. Fredette just about got that in front of Hackett. Has to just try and beat the buzzer. Now look at that. Another one picked up by these two big Greek centres. That's going to be too big a throw. Centre line violation. And already Papagiannis and Mitolu wreaking a bit of havoc under the paint. Mitolu trying to keep that alive, just put a little bit too much on it. But CSKA are having a tough time with the two big guys in the front court for Pana. Hackett, Hines, James. For Papagiannis and Kalaitis to deal with, and it's forced. The turnover is forced. Fredette collects, gives it, and then finished by Dinos Mitolu. That's textbook stuff from Pana, it really is. They crowded James out, forced the turnover. And of course, it was one of the big guys taking it, and Papagiannis almost nudged in there, and Papagiannis almost got a piece of that, but Mike James kept his cool under intense pressure. Fredette with the setup. Dinos Mitolu is having one of those nights. Now here is Hackett, who had one of those nights in the last round. Kurbanov, nothing doing. Papagiannis picks that one up. This is a very encouraging start for Pana. Fredette needed a piece of that, but it's picked up yet again and knocked away by Vokman. Just when Papagiannis thought he'd got the second bite of that, Johannes Vokman came along and said, no, I'm knocking that one away. Once again, it's in the hands of one of the skyscrapers for Pana. And Mitolu hands it off to this man, the playmaker, the puppet master, the man who pulls all the strings. Kalaitis floats one up there for Mitolu. Mitolu working low post, getting away from Hackett, dropping another one in. Can't miss at the moment, Dinos Mitolu. That, a new career high for him as well, 21 points. Hines. Can he spin away from Papagiannis? No, Papagiannis just too big a presence for him. 8 points the lead. And if CSKA can't deal with the two big guys for Pana, this is going to be a long night for them. Here's another one of those big guys, and that's how you deal with it. Kyle Hines stopping Papagiannis there. Here goes Hackett. Knocked away backside by Papapetru, but there is a whistle.
Замена в составе Panathinaikos, substitution Panathinaikos. На площадке номер 35 Джейкоб Уилли и номер 0
Dinos Mitolu is just having some fun. He'll go to the bench for a breather. But if Mitolu is doing all the offensive work, Papapetru is doing, along with Papagiannis, a lot of good defensive work. James sends it outside. Kurbanov lost his footing. Just a little contact with the sideline there. Yeah, that's a career night for Dinos Mitolu early in the third quarter. Set his record last season against Dara Shafaga. This is brilliant stuff. Fredette knocking down a triple now, and Pana with a double-digit lead. No signs early here that the defensive adjustments are working. James has to take it all on his own. And this really is turning into a gunslinger show here, which we kind of expected, given the quality of shooters all over this. Wiley to Thomas. Thomas left all on his own, isn't going to miss that. And now the three-pointers are dropping for Pana as well here. Wiley will take the assist. The double-digit lead restored. James trying to get away from Fredette. Sent inside. Hines getting the better of Papa Petru. Give him the and one as well. CSKA in a dogfight here. This is going to be a tough, tough night for them. Hines misses the and one. Kalathis. Fredette. That's a nice pass. Wiley can't finish the job. Votman swatted it away. Here comes James. There's a bit of defense right there. And is there a bit of offense off the back end? You bet there is. Mike James just knocking one from way back. And suddenly CSKA are cooking again. Kalathis will fancy a triple here. Rattles the rim. Hines gets the better of Wiley. And here's James again. Good spell this for CSKA. If this drops, expect a timeout. Kurbanov to Hackett for a corner three. Knocked down effortlessly. They are back in business. Pana have to call a halt to this. The lead shrinks to 3. And Hackett with a beauty. This is where he's doing all the damage. All on his own in the corner. That's his third of the night. Takes him into double figures. James has rattled himself up to 15 points as well. So they're getting some offense. They're making a couple of defensive plays as well. This third quarter's just got turned upside down again.
So the last play. Switch. X1 plays here. Now he goes in the lane. We switch again. Now look. We're going to run sideline with the shot.
Well, corral Mike James is what Rick Pitino was saying pre-game. That's easy to talk about, much harder to execute. They did a pretty good job of containing James in the first quarter, the first half. But here in this third quarter, he's starting to find some gaps. That one was all his own work. Here's his shot zone. Couple of triples, there may be more to come. Because he looks like he's suddenly caught fire here in this third quarter, and it's been a really good response to falling behind by 11 points from CSKA. There goes Kalathis. And let's see what kind of a response they can get off the timeout. Wiley sends it back. Mitolu is back on court. Papagiannis remains on the bench. Nothing else for it but to try the outrageous triple. Really much better defense. Played the zone perfectly there. CSKA, Hackett takes that from Kubanov. James. Hines playing the pick and roll. James will take it all himself and then feed him inside. And that's a beautiful bit of work from Kyle Hines. Just getting himself free from Dinos Mitolu. Getting enough separation. And CSKA pulled it within one. Kalathis floats that one in. 500 assists for Mike James. And the points just keep piling up. Well, James is running free now. That is really worrying for Pana. Fredette. Nothing doing. Kyle Hines picking up the rebound. Fast break is on. Kubanov with the flush. CSKA are flying now. That 11-point deficit wiped out. And Panathinaikos seemingly powerless at the moment. Kalathis gets away from Hackett, sends it inside. Wiley with the flush. Pana back in front. What a good game this is. Less than 3 to play in the third. 1-point game. James to Vokman. Vokman to Kubanov. Vokman looking to work low post. Spin away from Sean Thomas. Tried to thread it through to Hines. It came off a boot. Kubanov and Wiley wondering what the call is here. Lovely stuff there from Kalathis, of course. Make that 8 assists on the night for him. And then that's the dunk of the night, surely, from Nikita Kubanov.
Panathinaikos в игру возвращается номер 5 Тайрис Райс.
Hackett with the inbound. James. Surely not. Oh, my goodness me. Mike James makes that look so easy. My goodness me. You looked at him and thought even he's not going to try it from there. But he did. And he executed to perfection. Here's Wiley, top of the key, getting a response for Pana. We are now level. But James is single-handedly turning this upside down. Beautiful passing. Vokman takes it inside, sends it back out. Hackett, and another triple. CSKA absolutely on fire right now. What a game this is. 4 triples for Hackett, 12 total for CSKA. The call goes against CSKA. Vokman will be assessed for this. But James is wreaking some havoc here, isn't he? Look at that. Just dropped it over Tyrese Rice. I don't think he was expecting it. And of course that 4th assist brought up another milestone. The 500 assists. Which is a couple of seasons for this man. But Kalathis is struggling from the line. Drawn a blank so far. Can he break his duck on the 4th attempt? Yes, he can. Hackett. James with another one. No, nothing doing there. Mitolu collects. Kalathis. He'll look for one. No, in and out. James says, let's go. Real good tempo to this game. James just blew by Kalathis there. Everything but the finish. Nicely recycled. James got it back to Vokman, who got it to Hackett, and now it's back with James again. Got to get a shot away. Out it goes. Simeon Antonov with the miss. Collected again, and a foul gets called against Mitolu. Just running into Hines. They are playing with such tempo and urgency here, CSKA. But just when you thought CSKA are struggling with the two big fellas for Pana, they've just turned up the tempo. And now it's Pana and their big guys struggling to make any impact on CSKA. Running away with things here. Even though the lead is just 2 points, momentum is all with the guys in the red. Hilliard, Bolomboy, Strelnex. Strelnex will get it back. And it's another attempt. Nothing doing this time though. Papagiannis will pick that up. They've got Papagiannis and Mitolu out there again. Tyrese Rice goes low. Papagiannis knocked away by Vokman yet again. Johannes Vokman doing a really good job of protecting his rim. That's at least 3 of those he's swatted away. Nothing doing there, but it's been picked up by Bolomboy. Now, what can he do from here, Hilliard? It's almost an anticlimax when somebody misses. We've seen so many drain from all over the court in this wild shootout. Just a little bit too tight, the attention there from Hilliard. Oh, what a roller coaster of a third quarter this has been. The first half of it belonging to Pana, and then CSKA roaring back. Strelnex checks out. A very defensive-minded Ron Baker will come in. One-time wizard. Pana looking to tie this up in the last few seconds of the third. Rice. And there's got to be a call there, surely. Baker just got himself tangled up with Mitolu. And it's Voigtman that gets called. Rice. Calathes. And that'll be another call on Hilliard this time.
Номер 32 Деррен Хиллер, третий фол, third foul. Замена в составе ЦСКА. На площадке появляется номер 41 Никита Курбанов.
So a third foul will see Hilliard check out. Kurbanov comes back in. Got to watch the clock here. The time is now a factor. Can they defend it? Papapetru knocks it down to level it up right at the end of a pulsating third quarter, which Mike James suddenly burst free of his shackles and threatened to turn the game on its head. We're level after 3. It's a brave man who picks a winner out of this one. Terrific stuff in that third quarter. Jimmer Fredette. And the setup for the inevitable Mitolu. Had a career night tonight. Fredette, absolutely electrifying. But then Mike James decided enough is enough. I'm going to just get myself going here. And get himself going he did. Calathes kept things ticking over for Pana. It was influential there on that play. Lovely pass from Kyle Hines to Kurbanov in transition. Yet another assist from Calathes though. 10 of those tonight. You won't be surprised to learn. And that's why we are where we are. 3-point shooting for CSKA has been a joy to watch. They are the #1 team in the league at the moment. And if they can maintain that percentage, they will improve their 40.5% overall season stat for 3-point shooting. And And they've come from here, there, and everywhere. Bolomboy's got one. Kurbanov's got a couple. James has 3. Strelnieks and Voigtman have 1. Hackett, 4. Impossible to defend the CSKA three-point shooters. But which way is this one going to go? They've certainly had a treat at the Yantani Sports Palace in Kaliningrad tonight. That is for sure. It's been a beauty. And the best may be yet to come. Mitolu still leading the leaderboard, but James is just behind him. James looks poised to blow by everybody at the moment. Well, at the moment, it's the points leaders. See, coming in, averaging 20 points per game as the leading overall point scorer coming into this round of games.
Fourth quarter.
And you're looking at a potential of around 100 points from his last 4 games if he has a few more here in this fourth quarter. Sent out. Hackett, not another. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's how CSKA wanted to start this fourth quarter, and Hackett, the 28-point man from last week in Kaliningrad, has stuck 17 more points on. He will not want to leave this town. Rice hangs one up. Never had a chance. Kurbanov collected. Here goes Hackett again. Bolomboy was calling for it. Hackett's keeping it, and Hackett's saying, that's mine. Draws the foul.
Second foul.
Well, Hackett has been knocking down these three-pointers for fun tonight. Make that 5. What can he do from the line? We haven't seen tonight. He's too close. The further back he gets, the deadlier he becomes, it seems. Let's see if he can put this second one down. Yes, he can. Kalaithis takes that. Yes, it took a touch from Papagiannis. Papagiannis was there to make sure, but no, that's gone down to Kalaithis, and that is officially a double-double for Kalaithis, which is pretty much standard. We expect nothing less. Vorontsevich with a lovely check inside, left Mitolu for dust, and then drained it from the top of the key. That's a 15-year veteran showing how it's done. And CSKA with a 4-point lead. Can Kalaithis inspire something? Rice. Papagiannis. Tough to defend. Young Georgios Papagiannis in that position. Worked the pick and roll beautifully. Vorontsevich. Kurbanov. Strelnieks to Hackett. Hackett jammed up at the baseline, managed to thread it through to Kurbanov, and Kurbanov with a rim rattler, and Papagiannis saying, that's mine. Fast break is on. Beautiful pass, terrific flush from Ioannis Papapetru. You don't need to know who the pass came from. It's an inevitable source. Nick Kalaithis and Pana gritting their teeth and digging in here. This is one of those that could come down to the last possession. Hackett denied, but there is a whistle on Papagiannis. Rice. Ooh, that's opened up nicely. And Kalaithis might profit. Ooh, an air ball from Kalaithis. He'll be really disappointed with that one. Hackett. Kurbanov back to Strelnieks. Strelnieks looking to take this all on his own in front of Papagiannis, and there is another whistle against Georgios Papagiannis. That's officially then his first foul. There won't be much argument about it either. What a pass that was. Right into the path of Ioannis Papapetrou from Kalaithis, who is one shy now of 150 assists for the season. Last year, of course, 286. He just tore up the record book. Might have a shot at beating that. Strelnieks, not somebody you want to be sending to the line, because he's pretty much automatic.
Замена в составе Panathinaikos. На площадку выходит номер 0 Дэшон Томас.
Mitolu gives it straight back to Kalaithis here. Hannah just trying to hold on. 4-point deficit. Rice, Thomas is available to his right, Mitolu to his left, and there is a call that goes against. Well, Mitolu, I think it got called against. Well, they haven't had many miscues, Hannah, in this game. They've been operating at a very high level of efficiency. That could be an expensive one, especially if CSKA can make them pay here. Strelnieks sends it out. It comes back to Hackett. That was a rim rattler. Papapetrou gratefully gobbled that one up. And away comes Kalaithis, sends it outside. Rice gets inside. Hackett sends it to... Oh, that's a big nudge. That's a huge nudge on Joel Bolomboy from Mitolu. Just dropped the shoulder there on Bolomboy. You're not going to get away with that one. Rice sends it out there, and yeah, old shoulder charge. So Pana off that, call a timeout, trailing by 4.
It's the one guy who's ever here. Has got to, you just did it right. You got to make the rotation. If you are here, you got to make the rotation out. Okay, that's no. We stop inside. Who's ever this man at the foul line, it's either going to be the one or the two. Has got to make the rotation out. Okay.
Well, the usual story then from Nick Kalaithis. Very much the heartbeat of the team. Another double-double, the master of the no-look pass. Plenty of range as well. And with some players you'd be saying, well, what a game he's had, but this is just par for the course for Nick Kalaithis. 10 points, 11 assists, just a 1 out of 5 from beyond the arc. The free throws have been a bit of a wobble today, but where would Pana be without him? The assist leaders this season, of course, led by Kalaithis. It's Kalaithis and then everybody else. Here comes Mike James then. Still a 4-point game here. Vorontsevich bracketed, gets it free to James. James teasing and twisting. Vorontsevich, that'll be a 2 if it goes, and it doesn't. And Papapetrou wasn't going to be denied. Bolomboy draped all over him, but Papapetrou wasn't going to surrender that ball. Draws the foul. Well, a year ago in this fixture, of course, it was Nick Kalaithis with the triple to win it in the last few seconds, and he hadn't been shooting very well that night. Could history repeat itself? Papapetrou. The single-point win that day as they completed the double over CSKA, the soon-to-be champions. Papapetrou missing out. Kalaithis will be guilty of the foul there on James.
Номер 33, Николатас, второй фол, second foul.
Fredette.
Замена в составе Panathinaikos, substitution Panathinaikos. На площадке номер 32, Jimmy Fredette.
Well, they've got that balanced offense always with Fredette, Thomas and Kalaithis all around the 14 points per game mark. Fredette's the man that leads the way, just over 14 points a game. James sends that out. No. Turnover time. Here goes Kalaithis. He's got to get past Hilliard. Can't do it. Sends it to Papapetrou instead. And Papapetrou can do it. So the turnover producing a couple of points for Pana. Kurbanov. Hilliard just got that in front of Fredette. Vorontsevich drains another one from the point. It's been a three-point explosion tonight from CSKA. Knocking them down for fun. Is there another one here? No, Hilliard. Or rather, Thomas missing out. Kurbanov. Hilliard in and out. Great hustle from Vorontsevich to take that away from Papapetrou, but possession does go to the visitors. Well, Vorontsevich joining the party. 7 three-point players tonight for CSKA. They've converted 14 of their 30 attempts. Hackett's led the way, of course. He's gobbled up 5 of them. And there's going to be a call there on Bolomboy every day of the week. Less than 5 to play here. 5-point game. And the night he's having from the line, maybe it's worth fouling Kalaithis. Bit of a risk, of course, because this is not a bad three-point foul line shooter at all. Might have missed his first 3, but it wouldn't be a surprise to see him go on a little run. Yeah, so 3 in a row. It looks like he's got the radar tuned now, doesn't it?
Замена в составе ЦСКА.
Three-point game then. Here comes James. Nothing doing there. Papapetrou played him beautifully. Really did. Wesley Johnson has come in for Panathinaikos as well, off the bench. Fresh legs. And there's a whistle there.
Никита Курбанов, второй фол, second foul. Замена в составе ЦСКА. На площадку возвращается
Papapetrou's watched it all the way. Timed it perfectly. James wanted a call, didn't get it.
Давайте, мальчишки, даже поаплодируем, молодец.
Here's Kalaithis. Thomas sends it out. Papapetrou looks to knock one down. It's another one on the rim and over and behind the backboard.
Тайм-аут ЦСКА.
Yet to convert a three-pointer. Ioannis Papapetrou tonight. But as we get down to the business end of this game, it's Dimitris Itoudis, the CSKA coach, that calls timeout. This one up for grabs.
a triple switch, but we cannot allow the shooters alone. Come on. So, it's the same approach.
Well, Mike James has really given his team a good chance of securing another victory here with his all-round game. Some of his shooting today has just been wonderful. He's had his misses, of course, but the point with Mike James is he takes so many shots that if you don't, as Rick Pitino said, corral him, he's going to get his points. He's got his points tonight. 20-point game. Shooting percentages in the 40s. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. It's probably true to say that Calathes will never match James for points. But James will never match Calathes for the number of assists. And that is certainly the way this one is turning out at the moment. But which one of those two superstars is going to be on the right end of this one? 4:15 to play, 3-point game. CSKA in Kaliningrad looking to make it 2-2. At the Yantani Sports Palace. Kurbanov is James. Sends it back. Hackett will take the foul there. Papapetru. Saw the reaction from Papapetru. Was completely convinced it was a call that should have been made, but a call that has been made. And Hackett doing enough to convince the officials to call it. So that'll send Hackett up to the foul line from where he is 1-2. Oh, it's gone in and out. Leslie Johnson collects. The long-time Laker and Clipper, bringing all his experience in, and that's a nice pass, and that's a terrific finish from Ioannis Papapetru from Calathes, who now has 13 assists. That's his 151st of the season. 2-point game. Here's James. Kurbanov, Kyle Hines. Nothing flash, just good execution. Four-point game. Calathes. Get the better of Vokman. Can't do it. Or can he? On the second bite? No, he can't. Really good zone defense again, played by CSKA. No other options available for him there. Calathes had to take it on. Now, with the lead and with the clock ticking, CSKA can now slow it right down, and James, with the air ball, it's collected by Hines. James will get a second bite at it. No, he won't. Johnson came storming in. Oh, lovely. Absolutely brilliant. Set up by Hackett. And finished by that man there. Papapetru losing out. They really have tightened the screws defensively in this game. CSKA. And James knows going to work. The offensive end of things. If you can tighten up your defense and you can have guys like James and Hackett cutting loose, it's tough to try and get a win when everything's in place for CSKA. There's Ioannis Papapetru trying to get away from Vokman, can't do it. Vokman's been a presence since coming off the bench. Another big defensive stand for CSKA. James. Kabanov finding some space, sends it outside to Vokman for three. No. Papapetru swatted it away. So they still have a chance here. Johnson from the corner. Ah, the old veteran off the bench. To good effect. Halves the deficit. Less than 2 to play. That is the 20th triple of this game, but Pana's 6th. There's Hines again. Beautiful stuff. Under the rim once again. Kyle Hines, calm, cool, collected. Papapetru sends it back to Kalathis. Thomas, Kalathis again. Papapetru's found some space and nails it. His first of the night. Actually officially down as a 2-pointer, that one. Didn't quite have his feet where they needed to be. Just over a minute to play. Vokman back out to Hackett. Hackett to the big German again. He'll have a go for it here just to try and beat the buzzer. Can't do it. Kalathis will bring this one away. So is Pana making a stand. We're inside this final minute now. 3-point game. We thought this could come down to the last possession. It still might. Nothing doing for Deshaun Thomas. Hackett doing the job defensively. Hines finishing the job. And then James slowing it to a crawl. Pana, you feel, have to make a stand here. This has got to be a turnover, surely. James. Well, they got what they wanted. They've got possession. The clock's ticking. They need 3 to tie it up. Kalathis sends it out. Thomas has to take it inside. Mitolu sends it out. Kalathis for 3. He's done it again. Just like he did last year. It was a game winner last year. It's a game tire here with less than 7 to play. Who wrote this script? Well, it's incredible. Nick Kalathis has not been shooting well from range tonight. But a year ago, he broke CSKA hearts with a triple to win it. Here, it's a triple to tie it. Amazingly as well, both this year and last year, Kalathis was 1 for 5 from beyond the arc. Well, let's have a look at our 7 days magic moment. Goodness knows how you pick one out of them all. Kalathis with the wonderful pass. And Jacob Wiley coming in with the slam. Kalathis matching his points with his assists tonight, and that 3-pointer has kept Pana alive. Are we going to have overtime in this one, or is there yet one more twist here in regulation? But history's repeated itself as far as Nick Kalathis is concerned. A game winner from beyond the arc in the dying seconds in this fixture last season. A game tire 1 year on. Now can CSKA wrap this up in regulation in the 7.2 officially now seconds that remain. Well, they've certainly had some entertainment these last 2 rounds in Kaliningrad. CSKA got the win against Milan in the last round by 3. Can they pull off the win here against a never-say-die Panathinaikos, who put up 89 points against one of the toughest and meanest defenses in the league? The inbound from Hackett. It's James trying to get it over Kalathis. Kalathis staying with him, and the foul goes against James. Wow. Travel is the call.
Panathinaikos.
Now then. No, Kalathis played it really well. There's the stop and go. And the whistle had long gone before that ball went on its way. Half the crowd didn't hear it. They thought that was a game winner. But no.
Right now, watch this. At that point, you're going to come out to the corner. They're going to switch right at the guy. Then ball fake here, come right here. Shoot the ball right here. Yes.
Mike is on you down here. Stay down there.
All right, everybody hear that?
Oh, what a game. James the top scorer, but what a game Dinos Mitolu has had very quietly. And the double-double from Kalathis could yet prove to be the deciding factor in this one. 15 points, 15 assists, 5 rebounds for Kalathis tonight. That triple has kept his team alive. Can they now, in what little time remains, go on and steal this one? CSKA have only lost once at home all season, back in round 5 against Olympiacos. They just want overtime now. But will we get overtime? 1.9 seconds remaining. Ioannis Papapetrou with the inbound for Panathinaikos. This for everything. It's gone to Dinos Mitolu. He gets it off and it's fallen short. Oh. No whistle. Well, there was your money man. Give it to Dinos Mitolu. But he couldn't pull it off. And we are going to overtime. Heart-in-mouth moment here. Kurbanov doing everything he could. Yeah, he did enough to force Dinos Mitolu into an air ball. So we are going into overtime here. 89-89 at the end of regulation. Oh, it's terrific stuff, isn't it? Kalathis has been involved. James has been heavily involved, of course. So too as Daniel Hackett knocking down that 3. What a night he's had again. Kalathis has kept him ticking over. Rice with the important feed there for Papagiannis. Papapetrou, the fast break. And what about this from Voroncevic? At that moment, you thought CSKA had done it. But they wouldn't give up, would they? And Kalathis, who's had his problems from beyond the arc tonight, had to nail that one, or this game was over. Nail it, he did. Really good three-point shooting. And the two-point shooting, not bad either in one of those games. The rebounding has not been the blowout that Panathinaikos might have feared. And they've won the steals and turnover battle as well to keep themselves in it. The Greek flag flying proudly. And which one of these two superstars is going to come out smiling at the end of this one? Well, comparison's almost irrelevant because they are both so important to their teams, and indeed would just dominate any team in the league that they would play in. Overtime then in Kaliningrad. CSKA needing the win to just cement that top 4 spot. Hannah needing the win to keep the chasing pack at bay. We're underway in OT. CSKA with the first possession. Hackett gives it to Bolomboy. Here's James getting away from Kalathis, then trying to send it out. There was a hand came in there from Johnson, but it falls to Hackett from the point. Hackett with the miss. Maybe a call there. And indeed there is. Gonna be a call.
Замена в составе ЦСКА. В игру возвращается номер 42 Кайл
Looks assessed. Ooh. Rattled all round the rim there. Missed another one there. How big could that be? Kept alive by Papapetru as well, so that Papapetru foul doesn't hurt Pana. Kalathis. He'll look for it himself. Can Hackett pull this one down? Well, who got the last touch there? And it goes to Pana. With Hackett and Mitolu scrambling for it. Every possession so keenly contested in the overtime period, of course. Kalathis. Sends that one out. Johnson for three. Oh, my goodness me. The old NBA veteran who spent most of the game on the bench has come off. Drained a triple late in the fourth and has given Pana the lead early in the OT. James for three. Took a big hit on the way down as well from Dinos Mitolu. Well, we know what that means. Watch Mitolu. Watch his reaction as well as he thought, got me. Here, Wesley Johnson enjoying his first season in Europe. James 3 for 3 on the night. There comes up with a miss. That's a surprise. It means that Pana will retain their lead. Oh! That one defied the laws of physics. How did that not drop? Well, they get that one. But they've left a lot of points hanging with misses from the line. Votman miss earlier, and then James missing a couple. This should be level. They could even be in front with a bit more efficiency. As it is, Pana protecting a 2-point lead now. Mitolu makes it a 4-point lead. Been a while since he's nudged his tally on. He's been stuck on 21 points for a long time. Kalathis now with 17 assists on the night. There's a whistle there.
Номер 24 Уэсли Джонсон, первый фол. First foul.
That's called against Johnson. That's more like it from Mike James. Yeah, he's back online. And CSKA are right back in touch. Johnson, Papapetru. Mitolu to Papapetru for three, in and out. They'll get another bite at it though. He'll look for it himself as well, Papapetru, and that rattles the rim and goes out to safety. He wanted a foul, no call. The CSKA rim remains intact. And CSKA can tie or perhaps even lead here. Less than 3 to go in OT. James looked for the call against Mitolu, and no call came, so he carried on, and now he rattles the rim. The guys who've been knocking him down for fun from beyond the arc suddenly hitting hard rim shots. Pana stay in front. Galathes, 1 assist away from tying his career high. Looks like Anadolu Efes have really done a number on Khimki's potent offense. Surely not. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How easy did Nick Galathes make that look? That might just destroy CSKA. It's a 5-point game. Talk about saving the good stuff for late on. Nick Galathes, who's really struggled from range tonight, knocked down a triple right in the last few seconds to tie it and force overtime, and then has sent this one down under no pressure to make it a 5-point lead. Although Hackett can reduce that. That's 50 points in 2 games on this court for Daniel Hackett, after his 28-point haul in the last round against Milan. This to make it a 3-point. Oh, and he's missed that one. They really may well come to rue these missed free throws in OT. 4-point lead, Pana. Oh, 13 rebounds now for Mitolu to go with those 23 points.
Номер 41 Никита Курбанов, 3-й фол, third foul.
Kurbanov takes the foul.
Замена в составе ЦСКА. В игру возвращается номер 20 Андрей Воронцевич.
Yeah, the look on Vokman's face there is telling. Well, they'll get into Galathes' head if they possibly can, and that wasn't one of his best. That's more like it. 5-point game, 2 to play. Hackett. James. Voroncevic looks check, sends it back to James, who we know's got a limitless range. Hackett back out to Voroncevic. Sean Thomas guarding him. A lot of time being used up here before they can get a shot away, but Voroncevic does make sure it counts. Well, they showed some patience and poise there. Make it a 3-point game. Voroncevic coming up big time. Galathes sends it out. Johnson for 3. Nothing doing. Mitolu collects. They'll get a second bite at this. Both teams have done a great job with their offensive boarding tonight. To Sean Thomas. Will it go? No, it won't. Kyle Hines gratefully gobbles up the rebound. Here goes James, left Mitolu standing, sends it back out. Voroncevic for 3. Nothing doing. Mitolu collects. High drama here as we get down to the final minute of, dare we say it, the first period of overtime. Because this one could yet go deeper. Pana are certainly not over the line yet, and CSKA are certainly not out of it. But if Dinos Mitolu can do some damage here, and he's 1 for 2 on the night, so nothing's automatic. But that could be a big one right there. Oh, Mitolu, ice cool, absolutely perfect. Bringing up the 100 for Panathinaikos. You won't see that marked against CSKA too often. Back out comes Darren Hilliard. Well, the clock is ticking and time is literally running out here. James, they need something special. Can they get it here from Hilliard? He sends it back out. Kurbanov. No, it's an air ball. That might be it. That might be it. There's an easy call on Hilliard there. Well, Galathes has broken CSKA hearts. for the second year running. Did it a year ago here. He's nailed a triple right at the death to level it up, and then knocked down an early one in OT to put them in complete control, and now he'll take the free throw any way he can get him. And surely even a high-octane scoring machine like CSKA can't come back from this. 2 for 2 from Kalaithis.
Timeout CSKA.
And if he's got a magic wand, Dimitris Itoudis needs to bring it out now, because they need a bit of magic. They've been terrific, Panathinaikos, in this overtime. We've had a treat, haven't we? 23 three-pointers tonight. The shooting all round has been pretty good, but you do just look back at those misses from the stripe early in this overtime period. That really has come back to hurt CSKA here.
If they help on this cut, you're gonna dribble over here, you're gonna have your jumper. You understand what I'm saying? I'm giving this. If their 5-man helps, then you lift it up. Go. Let's run.
It's virtually impossible, but when you've got that man around, never say never. But this would be one of the most extraordinary comebacks if CSKA would have turned this one around from here with less than 40 seconds on the clock and needing 3 scores, at least one of which has to be a triple. Hackett, Hilliard. They're going to get a triple right here. No, they're not. And Dinos Mitolu surely has sealed the deal for Pana. What a night he's had. 25 points and 16 rebounds for Dinos Mitolu. Kalaithis with 21 points and 17 assists. Normally that'll be a shoo-in for player of the game, but Mitolu will make a case. That's too little too late for James. Thomas will draw the foul. James desperately arguing for a travel call the other way. Well, that's 27 points for James on the night. It's not going to be good enough. Well, he gets the second one. Every CSKA fan in the house knows this is very simple. They need back-to-back triples, and they need them in double quick time. This has got to go from James. Oh, my goodness! A 30-point game for Mike James. It's not over yet. But all Pana have to do is just take care of the ball to finally see off Mike James and CSKA. Can you believe it? We're inside the last 10 seconds of overtime. And CSKA still won't quit. Either of these goes from Kalaithis. Surely we can finally put a fork in this one. That must do it, surely. This is the second. Got to be quick from Hackett. Got to be really quick. Draw the foul from Papapetru.
Номер 10 Иванец Папапетру, 4-й фол, fourth foul.
the second one drops, there's still the chance of a miracle. Yeah, Hackett knocks that one down. 5.2 seconds. 2-point game. Can CSKA yet pull this one out of the fire? It would be something absolutely extraordinary if they can. This game looked over. But once again, it's going down to the wire. Well, Rick Pitino with what he hopes is his final huddle of this game. But Mike James has kept his side in it with a lot of support from Daniel Hackett and Kyle Hines tonight. CSKA just won't quit. But a Pana team that have lost 3 of their last 4 to very high-level opponents are just 5.2 seconds away from registering back-to-back victories against CSKA on the road. Here's Kalathis. And Fredette will draw the foul. And surely that is it.
5th foul. 5th foul.
It's a good night for Mike James with his 5th foul. Very, very appreciative support for Mike James's contribution tonight. 30 points, 4 triples, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. If Fredette sinks this one, finally Pana can exhale. No coming back from this. What a game. What a game.
126 победила команда Panathinaikos.
Panathinaikos confirming their playoff credentials with a massive win on the road. Rick Pitino with some words for Mike James, who was heroic in defeat tonight. Nick Kalathis was massive in victory. Those doubles either side, or those triples rather, either side of the end of the game and overtime, absolutely essential. Dinos Mitolu with a career night, a career-high 25 points, a career-high 16 rebounds as well. His contribution, huge, but without Nick Kalathis, you feel, and particularly those 2 triples,